help you with the to grow your business. I'm excited to be able to do all of that with you. So I want to talk about, I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about very simple, maybe 10 minutes, giving you some training before I introduce you to some of the recruiting trainers. And I want to give you a very simple approach that and it's been working for a while. We call this the hot market. There's a warm market, people you know, hot market, people who know you really well. And these people are not going to give you a break. And these people are going to be pretty tough. And these people are going to judge you based upon your past. And these people sometimes can throw cold water on your dreams. Anybody ever had that? Anybody ever had that happen to them? You know, number 5 in the comments if you've ever had that happen to you with family and friends, throwing cold water on your dreams. There's a lot of them. Man, the chat is going so fast. It's unbelievable. 48,000 people live right now, not counting all the people at work that are going to watch the replay in the next 24 hours. 48,000 people. So I want to help you with that. If you're brand new and you haven't talked to your family and friends yet, just be grateful because I'm going to give you an approach. And if you already have talked to your family and friends and they've shut down, I'm going to give you an approach, a hot market approach that every one of you use to be able to get results, okay? Get results. And here's the goal: to get your family and close friends to support you, number 1. And number 2, to turn them into customers, okay? So this isn't about merely recruiting distributors right now. This is about getting support from your close friends and family and turning people into customers, okay? So here's the approach. Let's say I am talking with Emily and I'm saying, Emily, let's say Emily's my sister, okay? I call up Emily, and step one in the hot market is compliment. So write that down. Step 1 is compliment your close friend or family member.
He's teaching us now how to prospect. He says step 1 for your warm markets, how to prospect your warm markets. Who are your warm markets? Your warm markets are people you know and they know you. Family, friends, work colleagues, relations. So he said for you to prospect, step 1 is what? Compliment. Learn how to compliment them. Learn how to compliment them, build rapport. In those cases, you've seen where I'll tell you, I have create a broadcast list and send a warming message. Even in your warming message, you can compliment them. When you start chatting with them privately, it will be their picture, their DP. Ah, your DP is beautiful. Oh, you look nice today. Oh, I love your wristwatch. Look for something, compliment them.
And here's how I want you to compliment them. So if I call up Emily, she's my sister, and I do have a sister named Emily, by the way. And I say, Emily, hey, listen, you have a minute? And she says, yes. I just want to thank you because one of the things that means the world to me is I know that we give each other a hard time and we joke around and we kid around, but I also know that you have my back. I also know that you'll support me. I know that you're in my corner, that you want to see me succeed, that, you know, I really appreciate that about you. So this is a time to thank the friend for being a friend, thank the family member for being the family member, comment them on how they show up in your life. Even if
you hear that, compliment them. He's giving us ways, strategy on how to compliment. Guys, you must be intentional. Know that this is a profession and your ability to learn the skills and practice it every day makes you powerful. I'm someone that I'm very good in complimenting my friendship. Even if we just discuss, I'm like, thank you for your time. I'm so grateful. Family members, learn how to appreciate them, compliment them, no matter how small it is. This is a way of breaking the barrier or when they raise up a fence to block you from getting them to join this business.
They don't show that much, but when they do, that means something to you. So compliment number one. Number two, be vulnerable. Vulnerable. So compliment number one, number two, be vulnerable. I've joined a business and I'm really excited about it, but I'm also a little nervous. You know, I'm a little scared. And don't worry. So one, compliment. Two, be vulnerable. Three, remove them as a prospect for a distributor. Qualify them as a prospect. Okay? This is really important. One, compliment. Two, be vulnerable. Three, say, listen, Emily, before you worry about this, I do not want to sum you up. I don't want you to be on my team. I'm not going to be pressuring you to join my organization. So don't even worry about it. Which is, they're going to go, whoa, okay, cool. Right? And it's also going to, the reverse psychology of that is going to make them want to learn more versus you pushing it on them. So, right? Compliment, vulnerability. Compliment, what was the second one? Vulnerable. Vulnerable, and then
Vulnerable.
authentic. Thank you. I got to write down my own notes. Compliment, vulnerable. I'm nervous. This is new to me. You know, I'm kind of freaking out. And the compliment, vulnerable, what was the third one?
Disqualify.
Disqualify, thank you. Compliment, vulnerable, disqualify. You're not a prospect, Emily, don't worry about it. But here's one thing that would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to me if you would be my customer just one time. It would mean the world to me if you would be my customer just one time. And let's say you have a product that's $80 or a 1 month supply, $100, $50, $20, $70, whatever. If you ask that close friend or family member to be a customer forever, we don't want to do that necessarily. We don't even know what you're selling. So it's too big of an ask to say, will you sign up on my AutoShip and be a customer for the rest of your life? A family member, that's tough. But if you say to a friend, guess what most of marketing is, by the way? Most of marketing is just getting somebody to try something. That's all it is. You see a commercial on television, they're just trying to get you to try it. That's all they're trying to do, get you to try it. If you like it, maybe you'll keep buying it. You go to a restaurant, you're trying the restaurant. If you like, you might go back. If you love it.
Now, guys, do you get what he's saying? He said the first three keys to prospecting your warm market, people you know and they know you. Number one, compliments. Always look for something to say about them, something you admire about them. It could be you're beautiful. I love the voice of your tone. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being there to me as a wife, as a husband, children. Just look for something to compliment them on. Then show your vulnerability. Tell them, hey, there's this project, there's this business project I just started. I don't really know. As in, pretend that you need their help. Pretend that you need their area of expertise to come and advise you. Just pretend. I just need you to take a look at this. I've always admired the way you do things and the way you do business. You know, I just look for a way. Be vulnerable to them. Pretend. Then number three, they say disqualify them as a prospect. Once you are vulnerable to them, tell them, now this business I know is not for you. I don't even want you to be part of it. Disqualify them as a prospect. But while you are disqualifying them, tell them that all I need from you is just to test our product. Just test it. Look for a product that you know that will catch their attention or their fancy. Just test my products. Be a customer just for once. That's how we use in getting some people. We give someone C2 for the person test. After test, the person likes it for the person start buying, demanding. From there, you bring the person into the business. You give someone the coffee, the person just tests, and from there, the person did. Because true products Product is also another way of getting people, is a way of getting people join the business. Like yesterday, now all our products arrived. So those of us that know that you have free products, you can contact the PA Elizabeth. Let her check and be sure you have free products. Then you schedule a time and day when you're coming. Between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you be in the afternoon, schedule, because if you don't schedule, then there's no need of you coming. You need to schedule, because right now we have a lot of things we are doing and we work with time. Like for example, this week, please, if you know you are coming to the office to see me, if you know you're coming to the office to see me Thursday, sorry, if you know you're coming to the office to see me Friday, Wednesday or Thursday, please inform me. Because I don't want in a situation where I have a lot of things to do and I go to the office to see people one-on-one, and at the end of the day, nobody comes, or even one person comes. So those people that come always inform me I am coming. No. So please, like this week, seeing me, I just say, let me note it. Seeing me this week. If you want to see me, my seeing days is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So please, if you know you are coming, inform me beforehand. Don't inform me that day. Inform me beforehand and tell me I'm coming to the office so time, so that I can come to the office and wait for it. Because these days is not when I sit down doing nothing. I want to be highly intentional. These days, I'm highly intentional with my time. I maximize my time. Okay, and same goes for the secretary. There are things that she could be doing, there are project things she's overseeing. So please, before coming, like now, free products are available. Every product are on ground except energy diffuser. Even if you want to reorder, request beforehand so that we can prepare everything and now tell us, okay, I'm coming so day. Okay, so please, that's one thing I said that came to my mind. I said, let me remind us about. So remember, the third thing is what? Disqualify them. Then get them to be your customer just once, not for life, just once. They should patronize you just once, or give them the products to do what, to test.
You might refer a friend. If you don't like it, you're not going to go back. Okay? So let's take your keystone product and say, you know, look, would you do me a favor? It would mean the world to me. Would you be one of my customers? Just short term. I'm not asking you to do it forever. I'm just asking you to try it. I'm asking you to give it a shot. I'm asking you to see if this, you know, give me your feedback on this product. It would mean the world to me, whether it's 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 70 bucks, 50 bucks. All it is this much. Would you be my customer? So ask them to be a customer short term.
So that's number 4.
And then when they agree, and they will agree, thank them. So I appreciate, again, compliment them. Thank you so much. Please give me your feedback on the product. Please let me know how you feel or how you look or how it works in your particular circumstance. Ask for feedback, okay? So 5 steps, and I wrote them down so my memory doesn't leave my mind. Compliment them, number 1. Number 2, be vulnerable. I'm nervous. This is new to me. Disqualify them as a distributor. Don't even worry about that. Ask them for their support and be a customer short term. Emphasize, you're not asking them to be a customer for the rest of their lives, but one time, try it. Would you do that for me? Get the product and use it and give me some, and then finally ask them for some feedback. Those 5 simple steps will help you get support. You know, and finally, you can ask one more step. One more thing I would ask you after you ask for feedback is, Emily, I've never been an entrepreneur before, or this is totally new. You encourage me? Will you push me to do what I'm capable of doing? Would you every once in a while check in on me and make sure that I'm not losing focus and I got my eye on the ball and I'm doing what I need to do? Would you do that for me? Would you be like a kind of a biz coach for me? And every once in a while, call me and kick me in the butt and wake me up if I'm falling asleep? I'd really, really appreciate it. So you engage your family and close friends into this conversation, now it's completely different. Okay, so compliment, be vulnerable. I'm nervous, I'm scared. Disqualify them as a distributor prospect. Ask them to be a short-term customer. Encourage them to give you the feedback from the product. And then finally, ask them for their entrepreneurship support, entrepreneurial support. Ask them for that. Okay? So those are the 6 steps in a hot market approach. Now, one thing I have to say before I'm going to bring in our first super recruiter, trainer, Jefferson Santos. Some of you are going to be asking, what do I do if I've already screwed it up with my close friends and family? Well, if I've already chased them all away, here's what I would suggest that you do. Contact them, call them up and say, look, I want to apologize for coming on so hard and so strong and just assuming you're going to join because you're my best friend or you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my parents or whatever. I apologize. I was excited. I shouldn't have pushed you so hard. So, and then disqualify them. Don't worry about it. I'm not bothering you about the.
Guys, did you hear? He said for people that we mistakenly did this thing, for people that we mistakenly shared the information to unprofessionally, meaning you've spoiled your contact. He's giving us a strategy on how to connect back to them. He said, approach them, apologize to them. So sorry, I was so excited about my business, and that's why I just came to pour to just download everything on you, wanting you to join. In fact, I'm sincerely sorry. Just apologize, then tell them, in fact, you're not even, I don't even need you to be part of my business again. He's not teaching us a strategy to do what? To disqualify them.
The distributorship thing. If you see at some point in the future, you see something, you get interest, you can ask me. Because I do then go into compliment. I do appreciate you. And I am grateful for you in life. And even though I'm not going to be pressuring you into becoming some distributor of mine, it still would mean the world to me if you would at least be a customer of mine. Would you do that for me? It's just fit.
You see, for those contacts that we prospected to wrongly without being professional, maybe we made mistake in the process. He said what we need to do is to ask them for forgiveness for just jumping in on them with our business, then disqualify them, then ask them to be a customer just once, compliment them and ask for a feedback. Let them just test your products. That's all you need from them, just test. And trust me, when you give them the products, they just know you don't give them any kind of product. Give them a product that you know that when they test, maybe it's someone that is young, or maybe you know something and ailments they are suffering from, or maybe they're not suffering from anything. Just give them C2 or tell them, let your children have this. Let them just patronize you, buy that product just for once. And trust me, 60% chances that people that do that come back asking you for more.
$30, it's $70, one time. And then consider your obligation, family obligation check. You know how many sets of Cutco knives I bought in my life from my nieces and nephews? You know how many? A ton. You know why? Because they said, hey, Uncle Eric, can I come over and show you the cool knives? And they're cool knives. So I end up buying. You know why I buy? Because I'm supporting my niece and nephew. If somebody knocks on my door and they're trying to sell something or raise money for their high school football team or something, I'm giving them money for sure, just for the knock. They don't even have to give me anything. I don't need the sheet of coupons that I'm never going to use. I'm giving them 20 bucks. Here, kid, well done you. You faced your fear, you stepped out of your comfort zone, you knocked on a stranger's door. Good job, well done. So same thing's going to happen inside of your friends and family. If you've been too aggressive and you come back and say, look, sorry. Thanksgiving won't be weird, I promise. I'm not going to do weird stuff around the holiday. Sorry, I passed out business cards at the funeral. Didn't mean to. Sorry, I was too excited. But I'm disqualify them as a prospect, compliment them on their place in your life, and ask them to be a customer. And if they agree to be a customer, ask them for the feedback, and then ask them for the entrepreneurial mentorship support to push you when you're not willing to push yourself. Okay, got that? So this simple little process, make some little notes with it. One of the things I want you to do is take this approach and go to your close friends and family. Make a list of your hot market, the people who support you, your friends and your family. And I want you to use this approach to go see how many customers you can add with this approach, okay? This is a genius approach to build support, to build customers, to build volume, to build confidence in your network marketing experience. All right. So that's a little bit why I have to share. And again, if you've shared right now, we still have 50,000 people on live. If you share this, if you haven't shared it, share this live right now. If you do, you're going to be put into a drawing. We're giving away an iPad, iPad mini, an iPhone, 5 tickets to GoPro, and 5 $500 prizes at the end of today's training. But you have to have shared this live in order to be eligible for that training. So this next person is going to train you. His name is Jefferson Santos. He has 622 personal recruits. Pretty good results, right? 622 personal recruits, over 1 million distributors on his team, over 2.5 million customers in his organization. If those results don't say something, I don't know what will, but he's going to train you on how not to find yourself. The name of the training is don't find yourself making these 11 recruiting mistakes. So he's going to help you set the stage. So Jefferson, the floor is yours.
Awesome, Eric. I appreciate it, my friend. That was amazing. And thank you for having me. What's up, everybody? This is like, I'm so excited right now because there's so many people that you guys are leveling up in 2020, wrapping up the end of the year, diving into this challenge. I'm just really proud of you. I just honor each and every one of you for being here. Once again, thanks, Eric. So guys, I'm gonna jump right into it. Just a little background on myself, so we're not perfect strangers. My name is Jefferson Santos. I'm from the Dallas, Texas area. And I played football at the Naval Academy, played football there, also played football at Texas Christian University. So my background has always been around teamwork. And the crazy thing about that is being in sports is there's a lot of correlation in network marketing. And the thing is I was an okay athlete. I was pretty good. I was never the fastest kid. I was the smartest kid in class, but I always worked extra hard because I had to work harder just to kind of keep up with everybody. And when I was at the Naval Academy, we lost games there. Most of our games we lost. The year I left there, they won a championship bowl game, so I can get the bowl ring. Now, for any young male that plays sports or female, whatever, you want to earn the championship ring, right? So I missed that. Then I transferred to Texas Christian University, played football there. We lost. The year I left there, they won a bowl game. So I missed the championship again. I missed the ring again. Okay, and I want to win, right? And so my mother tells me that we're marketing. She invites me to this doctor's house, big old house, she's drawing circles on a whiteboard. I'm thinking, man, this looks like football. Maybe I could do this thing, right? Because I love the whole teamwork aspect. I had a lot of desire. I was very motivated, but I was very rough around the edges. I didn't have a lot of skill. And you're in the right place right now because you're learning about recruiting, which is one of the most important skills in this whole profession. And so literally my first 2 years in network marketing, I only sponsored 3 people. That's it. Only 3 distributors in my first 2 years. And people go, well, how did you make it through that? Well, I just took it one step at a time. I took it one at a time. I mean, one of the things that really kept me going is events. I mean, especially like the events like this and with GoPro up and the events that Eric puts on and the events that your company's on. Those events got me, my belief in my faith carried me.
Did you hear him? In his first 2 years, he sponsored only 3 persons. He connected only 3 persons to his business. But what kept him going without giving up is because he doesn't miss his events. He doesn't miss his training. He doesn't, because he knows his capacity that he's a slow learner. So while he's learning, he's perfecting himself one step at a time. He attends events, he attends training. Some of us here, just 1 or 2 or 3 things, we just give up. You just stop attending training. It's a process. The way it's going to be for Reverend Benson, it's not the way it's going to be from Mother Janet. It's not the way it's going to be. Life have a different script for each and every one of us. Funny enough, most of us give up too quick. This is someone that was struggling to connect people, but today he has over 600,000 people in his team.
Until my skill can catch up. Make sure you write that down. Your belief in your faith is going to carry you until your skill can catch up. And it took
You see, he said, your belief in your faith is going to guide you through your skill to catch up. Why do you think every day we keep perfecting, every day we keep sharpening our skill, every day we keep learning? Our belief in faith is going to, because you believe, you have faith in this business, you have faith in yourself, you have faith in the team, you have faith in everything relating to this project. He said, when your belief in the faith is accelerated, then your skill, the perfection of your skill, the improvement of your skill, being a professional will manifest.
Me a long time to develop my skills. As a matter of fact, it wasn't until 8.5, almost 9 years into my network marketing career that I started to have any kind of success. For my definition of success was making, at least $100,000 a year or more. And it took me about 9 years to get there. I made, $30,000 in a year. I spent more than I made. But here's the thing, I invested in myself. I went to it. That's what kept me going.
You heard that? It took him 9 years before he became 9 years before he started earning $100 every month. But while he was doing that, he was busy investing in himself. Guys, this guy, many of us here, in fact, if not all of us here, we are smarter than this guy. We are smarter than him. But this guy was able to persevere. He knows himself and he was working on himself. Guys, all of you here, you are smarter than this guy. You can do more than this guy, way more than this guy. But look at his story. After 9 years, that was when it exploded for him. Guys, all of us here, you don't even need 9 years. With the knowledge and the information we have now, with the system we have now, all you need to do is to make a decision. I will walk through the system. I'm going to act on everything I'm doing. All you need is maximum 6 months. If you are intentional in following through our mentorship and acting on what we are teaching you, relating back, sharing your experiences, working hand in hand with your leaders. Trust me, you don't need 9 years. All you need is just 6 months.
30 days, another 6 days, another 90 days, until I can hit pay dirt, until I could just hit the vein of gold. And then there's some of you right now that you're frustrated. You got to this training today in hopes to hear a nugget. Guess what? You're going to hear a lot of nuggets. Okay, as a matter of fact, the problem is going to be picking one nugget and applying it. And that's the key thing you want to do today, tomorrow, for the next 7 days. Just pick 3 things, apply them. Then pick another 3 things and apply those. Don't try to apply everything at the same time. All right. And so basically, fast forward, about 15 years ago, got involved in an opportunity, one of my 7th one, because I made all these mistakes. And I'm with my current company for 15 years now, obviously enrolling over 600, having over 1 million people on the team, business in 40 countries. It's been amazing. And I did get the ring, got the $1 million ring, all that good stuff. But all that comes to having conversations, talking to people, and all these 11 mistakes I'm about to talk about are everything that I did. And so some of the times you learn how to do something by learning how to not do it. For example, in basketball, when you're shooting the ball into the basket, you actually learn by missing, because you miss, and you go, you made it. Okay, get that muscle memory, and that's how that works. That's one of my angle here today on this. So let me jump in here and talk about these things. All right. So number one, the first mistake is deciding to win. See, what you got to do today is you got to decide you're going to learn the skill of network marketing. You're going to learn the skill of recruiting and how to take someone not knowing who you are or not knowing what the opportunity is and moving them across the pipeline, because this is network marketing, not network one-time sale, right? We're bringing people through a funnel. We're bringing people through a conversation. So you got to decide to win. You got to decide, you know what, in 2020, it's been a crazy year, but I'm going to just, you know what, it's today. Today, I'm going to learn how to recruit, whether it kills me, I don't care. I'm going to do this thing. And you're going to finish this year strong starting today. You've got to decide to do that. Stop messing around. All right. You're here, okay, in this event right now because you want to learn. Just do it. Let's decide to do that. That's the first thing. You got to decide to cut off all the other possibilities and let's get after it. All right. Number 2, here's a second mistake. Not knowing the cost of not recruiting. Not knowing the cost of not recruiting. Let me explain. Okay. In my head, because I had trouble recruiting, I had to do mental gymnastics to get myself to stick out my hand, to meet someone, to take a phone call, to text someone, to whatever. I had to do mental gymnastics in my head. I don't know about you, at least for myself. So what I did is, and Tony Robbins talks about this, you know, you get people do things for pleasure, to gain pleasure or to avoid pain, right? And the biggest motivator is to avoid pain. So what I did in my head is I go, okay, if I don't talk to people, then I don't have anybody to talk to. And I anybody to talk to, I can't do a presentation. If I can't do a presentation, then I can't make a sale. If I can't make a sale, I can't make any money. If I can't make any money, then I'm going to starve. And then I can't make any money, I'm going to be homeless. And then I can't eat, and I'm going to die. I know that sounds kind of morbid, you know, but that's what I had to do. I had to link pain to not recruiting. I had to link pain to not doing the activity. And so some of our mistakes, one of the mistakes here is you're not linking the pain to not doing the activity. You know, we might be motivated and you want that Ferrari, you want the big house, or you want travel or do whatever. That's desire. All of us have desire, but did you link the pain to not doing the activity? Because what's the alternative? What's the alternative? You're in a business, you have an amazing opportunity, but you have a chance to change your life, change your family's life, change other people's lives, and you don't want to talk to people, and you don't want to figure it out. I know I'm preaching to the choir right now, but you know what I'm saying? It's linking the pain to not doing the activity. That's going to motivate you even more. I know it sounds weird, but I'm weird, and that's how that works. All right. So
he talks about what are your desires, that this business can give you everything that your heart desire. But the question is, why are you not doing your income generating activity? He said, if you're looking for motivation, don't wait for someone to motivate you. Ask yourself, what is the pain? What is the results that you are going to get if you don't do your income generating activity? And it's simple. Your dreams will not come true. So when you remember that if you don't do your income generating activity, your dreams, your goal will not come true. That should motivate you to go do the income generating activity. That's what he's trying to say.
third thing, not doing a proper phone dump. Okay. Not doing a proper phone dump. I'm talking about taking everybody in your phone, printing out your Facebook list, and just writing it down in a spiral. There's something that happens when you take your brain with ink and paper and you start writing it down, people's names, other names start popping in. Oh yeah, so-and-so and so-and-so. And don't prejudge, right? So do that proper phone dump. And if you haven't really done it, it's time to do it. Remember, you decided to be a great recruiter, didn't you? Here we go. Number 4. The fourth mistake is not blocking enough time, not blocking time to recruit. It's not just going to happen when you have extra time. Time is a vacuum. Write that down. Time is a vacuum. If you don't schedule it, it doesn't get done. If I parachuted in your calendar right now,
yes, he said time is a vacuum. If you don't schedule time to do something, you will not do anything. It's time for Millionaire School. Did you schedule yourself? Or you are waiting for Eminent Augusta to remind you? After this now, I already scheduled myself. Once I'm done with Millionaire School, I reply some WhatsApp messages. Once I'm done replying, I prepare my Supercell meeting. After that, I work on my assignment. I've already scheduled myself every minute. In fact, if you are close to me, you'll be hearing different alarm ringing on my phone. My 2 phones have different alarm ringing. I have scheduled myself. Time for this is for this. Time for this is for this. Because I want to get things done. You don't sit down lackadaisically and expect things to just happen. What time did you schedule your DMO, your daily method of operation? What time? And at the end of the day, I want all of us to do this assignment. Write down your time schedule for me. Your time schedule for me. What time is for prospecting? What time time is for inviting? What time time for presenting? Either you are sharing the video, or you call a house party where they come to your house to watch the video, or you sit down with someone one-on-one to watch the video, or you invite them for Zoom. What time are you using to do follow-up calls? What time are you using to close people that you've given the video to? For those of us that are leaders, what time did you schedule to meet with your team members, your success line? What time? You must be intentional, schedule time. Right? In fact, this assignment, do it today and send to me on WhatsApp, generally on WhatsApp. You must be when we talk about being intentional of doing things, being intentional with timing. Because if you tell yourself, hey, today I'm going to do this, I'll do that, without scheduling, forget it, you won't even achieve one. Yesterday, my schedule yesterday, okay, let me tell you guys my schedule yesterday. After Millionaire School, I told myself I'm going to attend to Engineer Henry to assess him on his presentation skill. After that, the next thing I did was do a content video. I sent it to all of you. That video, I did it yesterday. I did a content video. I was like, since this year, I've not done any content video, my way of giving value to the world. I did it. And I told myself that same yesterday, I'm going to do a prospecting video for you guys. And I did it. I told myself, as in all the things I wrote in my to-do list, I said, after this, I do this. That same yesterday, I told myself, I'm going to read 5 books. For those of us in the book challenge club, if you know you're in the book challenge club, let me see you wave your hand. If you know you're in the book challenge club, let me see you wave your hand. All of you in the book challenge club, only 2 people are responding. Only Mrs. Dorcas and Mrs. Aminu that have even started reading. Funny enough, you guys wait, if I read chapter 1, see that book there, 7 figures, how to be a 7-figure earner. It's not a big book. 1 chapter is 2 pages. 1 chapter is 2 pages. What's stressing you? Why are you not doing it? Yesterday, I read 5 books. Let me tell you guys how I read. See the books, this shelf, these are the books I read for the week. Let me tell you guys how I read. I read 1 chapter. I'm someone that I don't read anyhow. I rather take my time to consume and as internalize and practice on what I'm reading. So right now I'm reading like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm reading 4 books at a go every week. So I read 1 chapter per day or 1 chapter per day schedule of time I'm reading. So yesterday I read 5 books. In fact, yesterday when I read, to me, it's just as if there was an challenge I had. So I found a solution in that book. So how many books? Why haven't you started? Mr. Sam, you're not in that group. Mr. Sam, I saw you raising up your hand. Are you in that group? Those of us that are not in the book challenge group is because you've not read your GoPro and My First Day Network Marketing and submitted your review. If you're done reading those books, those 2 books, then let me know. I'll add it to the book club challenge. So guys, you must be intentional. Yesterday, I was intentional. That's why I had a lot of things doing. I told myself, okay, yesterday I'm going to cook this. I'm going to cook food, pile it up in the fridge for the week. And yesterday I told myself, within so time, I'll do this. Then my training, the online training I'm doing that I paid for, took from 9 p.m. till 2 a.m. in the morning. Guys, I'm being intentional. And I schedule. Being intentional, you must schedule. You must put a timing to everything you're doing. That will create a sense of urgency in you.
But I see the time blocked to actually recruit. Now, I know there's another school of thought, and I do this too, is as I go out and I meet people, yeah, I have conversations and I recruit, I do that too. But I'm talking about dedicated block time every single day, like a professional, okay? Because this is Go Pro, this is professional, right? So how do you spend your time? I spend time, and here's the rule of thumb. 80% of your time needs to be, of the time that you work, let's say you work 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week in your business, whatever that is. 80% of that, prospecting and recruiting, okay? 19% training, learn, watching the videos, watching Eric's courses, watching your upline videos and getting training, 1% problem solving. All right, some of us have it flipped. We're 80% problem solving, 90% training and we flipped it. Okay, so 80% focused on recruiting. Okay, number 5, 5th mistake, saying too much. Here's what I did. I would talk to people into it, out of it, back into it, and out of it in the same conversation. If anybody's done that before, write 10 on there, right? Put 10 in the comments or saying too much, something. I've done that too, right? Because we get excited as human beings, we get excited and we want to talk about it. We want to get excited. We want to tell people about it. And so what happens, we start to present to people when we really should be just piquing their interest and finding out if they're open. Okay. And what's happening too is when you talk too much, you sound desperate. You don't want to sound desperate. You know, recruiting is just like dating. Okay. If you go out there and, you know, from a guy's perspective, because I'm a guy, and you try to date a girl and you're like, you start telling her about your whole resume and all these things. And yeah, I'm going to get this house and I'm going to do this. You sound desperate. Okay. And so when you go to the movies or you watch a movie trailer on YouTube or whatever on TV, movie trailer is 6 seconds, not 3 hours, right? So make that mistake. I made it several times because I got excited. It's okay, but it's not okay.
See, he said most times when we get too excited without following the professional skills that we are being taught, we end up looking desperate in front of our prospects. And that's why he said, don't talk too much. When I give you a script to use in making call, don't say things from your head. Follow the script, control the conversation, and end it straightforward. Because there's a skill in the script, there's a skill in the system we ask you to do. He said, avoid talking too much. And the only way you can avoid talking too much is by learning the skills and becoming a professional.
I just told you how, don't do that. Keep it short. Number six, sixth mistake. There's no setup. There's no setup to take down the sales wall. Let me flesh that out. Eric kind of did a version of that. Okay. And once again, there's going to be iterations that you hear from all these multiple seven-figure earners and top recruiters here over the next 7 days. Is if I'm going to show you a video online, okay, and let's say I'm talking to Ricky or something, my buddy Ricky, like, hey, Ricky, what's up, man? Hey, listen, remember that thing I told you about? Okay, listen, pull up your computer real quick. I want you to type this in. I give him the link, okay? And then what I do is, it's called the 3-step setup. Okay, it's similar to what Eric was talking about, but this is in a different context, okay? Because some of you have sizzle videos, which are 1-minute videos that are teaser videos, or what do you say to someone before you show them the video? This is what I say. I tell them 3 things. Number 1, my situation, which, yes, I'm vulnerable and authentic in my situation, which is my why. The second step is I'm all in, and the third step is the takeaway. My why, I'm all in, and then the takeaway. Let me show you how that sounds. So I'm talking to Ricky. Hey, Ricky, listen, appreciate you meeting with me. Pulling this up. Hey, before I have you watch this, listen, you know my situation. I'm gonna do this before I did network marketing. So my why, step number 1, my situation, man. You know, I've been selling advertising for that magazine for the last 4 years. It's been amazing. Put food on the table. I'm grateful for it. But I'm maxed out. No matter how many more hours I work there, I can't make any more money. So I'm looking for something. I've been praying for something. Something fell in my lap, or a buddy of mine told me about this. I'm all in on it. Listen, this is going to be the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, but I don't know if it's for you or not. I have no idea. So let me pause for a second. Number 1, I let them know my situation. I let them know my scars. Like, it's the thing. We don't want to be salespeople and like, life's hunky-dory, life is great. We're all going to be rich. No, it's, hey, buddy, we're friends, right? Let me tell you what's happening. Here's what's happening in my job. I've been looking for something and I found it. Now, here's the key thing. When I will turn to the second step, which is I'm all in, they need to know that I'm all in, that I'm not just putting my nose in the water. I'm like, I'm all in on this thing. They're scared not to join me because I'm so excited. Okay, but immediately step 3 is I go, but I don't know if it's for you or not. I literally will shrug my shoulders if I'm on a Zoom call or if I'm in there physically. I want them to see me. Even if they don't see me, I'm shrugging my shoulders. I don't know if it's for you or not. Okay, so listen, let me go back and then I'm going to wrap up on these 3 steps. So the context here is I'm about to show them a video. Okay, about to show Ricky a video. Say, listen, man, you know my situation, selling advertising for that magazine. It's great, but I'm maxed out over there. I mean, no matter how many hours I work, I can't make any more money. So I've been looking for something for about 6 months. I found it. I'm all in on it, but I don't know if it's for you or not. And so that's what I say. Now, right before he presses play, or right before I say, listen, I just didn't want you mad at me. I'm going to call you back in about 20 minutes. Listen, I just didn't want you mad at me if you didn't know what I was up to. All right, cool. All right, I'll call you in 20. Click, or heck is Zoom or whatever. Right. And so it's important that I took down the sales wall. I'm real, right? Exactly what Eric was talking about. Second step was I'm all in. I'm going to go crush this thing, but I don't know if it's for you or not. I quickly went to step 3, which is the takeaway, right? Which is, I don't know if it's for you or not. And if I know them, obviously it work for the people that you don't know too well. The people that know me well, I go, listen, I add this extra thing, like I just said. Listen, I just didn't want you mad at me if I was doing something like this and I didn't tell you. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to come back in 20. Either way is fine with me. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. It's important to let them know that it's okay to say no. Because if you don't say what I just said, what's going to happen is in their head, they're going to be thinking about, oh man, I gotta think of an excuse of what to say to them. You know, I don't want to sign up. Like that's what they're thinking in their head, or they're going to be part of the witness protection program and they're going to disappear and you're going to text them and you're going to call them and then they literally ghost you, right? Which has happened to me too, because I didn't do the setup right. Okay, I let them know what was happening in my book. I let them know that I'm freaking doing this with or without them. And I also let them know, I don't know if it's for them or not. And so I didn't want you mad at me if I didn't tell you what I was doing. Cool, all right. So that's that. That is the setup that takes down sales wall. Make sure you do that. Drill. You don't do this for 5 minutes a day with your team or some teammates and drill that before you start showing people a video. I'm telling you, you're going to be like instead of shooting a shotgun, you're going to be a sniper. You're going to be able to recruit people at will because you're setting that up. And what happens all psychologically in their head is wait a second, I can do that. See, we're training people on how to recruit, on how to recruit them. Does that make sense? Our prospect is looking at us, determining whether or not they want to do what we're doing. So if we're doing all this crazy circus crap and all this stuff, they're going to think it's hokey and they're not going to want to jump on board. To do something really simple like this, it could be like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Versus, oh man, it's going to be awesome. We're going to get rich. You got to do this thing with me. They're going to go, dude, hold on. Right? If you say, I don't know if it's for you or not, that makes them lean in. That makes them go, oh, all right, let me see if it's for me or not. All right. Okay. Seventh mistake, not giving them an out. Okay. I kind of touched on this on number 6, so this will be real quick. But listen, I don't know if this is for you or not. This may be your fit. This may not be a fit. Okay. I found something online I can make some money with. I thought about you, but I don't know if it's for you or not. Also, if you forget anything, make sure you say, I don't know if it's a fit for you or not. I don't know if it's for you or not. If you say stuff like that, I'm telling you, it just takes down that wall and it makes things so much more professional and not, spammy, sleazy, salesy. All right. Number 8, expect everyone to sign up. Now, half my brain, I think everybody in the world should be a network marketer.
You hear what he's saying? When you're prospecting, have the expectation that they should sign up. When you start prospecting, tell yourself in your mind, you don't know, subconsciously tell yourself they will not join. Trust me, whatever you do, they will not join. It's called law of attraction. So when you're prospecting, tell yourself they will join, they will join, they will join. Have a positive mindset towards prospecting.
The insult, right? That's what we all think, right? But the other half of my brain is, listen, I'm looking and I'll be exposing the business and the product to people because they're either going to come on board or they're going to lead me to someone that came on board. Guys, I'm going to save you 7 years of heartache right now. When I made my list of 200 back in the day and I redo my list all the time, I thought that those 200 people on my list were supposed to sign up. And it literally ate my lunch because I'm like, hey, what am I doing wrong? But listen, if you have the mindset of, I'm going to expose the 200 people to what I'm doing, it's up to them or not if they're going to sign on, but they're going to lead me to someone that's going to do this. That was my mindset. So I was all about going through the tips, right? Well, I'll talk about that in a second, those here in just a second. Number 9, one size does not fit all. Okay, one approach is not going to go for everybody. There's people with different personalities. Some of us learn the colors. Red personalities are type A, they're drummers, and blue personalities are all about the fun. Green personalities are all about organization and systems and those kinds of things. And yellow personalities are all about helping people, right? With their life and income and all that. And so when you approach someone, especially somebody that approach them based on kind of their personality. So if they're a type A and they're a driver, say, listen, I know you don't have a lot of time. Listen, I found a way we can make a ton of money together, but I don't know if it's for you or not, but if you're open, hit me back. And so it's real quick, especially if you're on a phone call, if you're doing a voice note or something, it's quick cadence. It's big money. But listen, I don't know if it's for you or not. Make sure you always do that sort of thing in the approach. And for a blue personality, it's going to be the fun. Dude, I found a project that is a blast. You're going to have a blast doing this. I don't know if it's for you or not, man, but you got to check this thing out. It's those types of things, right? I found a way we can help a lot of people. I found a product we can help a lot of people. Hey, check this out. Let's get together. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I found a way that we can probably help a lot of people. The word help, right? And then obviously with the green personalities, listen, I found a system.
In fact, these things he's saying, at the end of our training on prospecting by Saturday or Friday, I will show us the fundamental, as in the building block of prospecting. Building block of prospecting.
Or an algorithm, it could be that, right? I found a system literally that we can make money online. I don't know if it's for you or not. If you're open to it, let's sit down. Okay, making sense is those green personalities.
He said something about using the word help. Remember, we're in a business of helping people. And the more people you help solve their problem using our business system, products and services, the more in return you will make money.
All right, number 10, the 10th mistake, not tracking your nose. Listen, yes, of course you want everybody to sign on. We think this is the best thing since sliced bread, right? But we have to track the nose because I'm telling you, the no's are worth something, all right? There's an amazing book called Go for No, and it's about tracking your, so make sure you do that. I didn't track my nose at first. Every no is going to lead you to a yes. You've heard this before, okay? The yes is, of course, they're going to make you money, but the no can make you more money because if you track and focus on that, okay, 3 out of 10 people might say yes, the other might say no. Okay, no means not right now. No means it's not the right timing. That's totally cool. Stick your foot in the door and make sure that you say something to follow up. And when somebody tells me no, here's what I say. I go, hey, listen, the problem. Do you mind if I keep you updated? Is that cool? Oh yeah, sure. What's up? So listen, every time the company has a convention, new announcement, new product, new thing, guess what? You give them an update. Hey man, just want to give you a quick update, da 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 da. A little voice note, a little video when you're on the beach or whatever. Give a little foot in the door to be able to follow up with them later on to know if they're a no. Okay, but track your no's. Maybe you do that, because if you're trying to get 100 no's in the next 3 days, well, let's get 100 no's in the next 7 days. Why not we do that? Okay, because I'm telling you, you're going to get some yes. If you're focused on the no's, you're going to get some yes. Number 11 mistake, not following up. Listen.
You see, he said we should track our no's. When you're prospecting and you're receiving no, track it, keep record of your no's, because the more no's you have, eventually you get yes. Remember, last year I taught us how to be excited with our no's. When we are giving our reports of our income generating activity, you give reports of how many no's you got. You need to be excited, because the more no's you have, the closer you are to your yes. Last week I had an event in Oshun. It was disastrous. There was no, in fact, it was as in 90% no. But guys, guess what? As a human being, I felt bad. I was down. But guys, because I'm feeding my spirit, I'm feeding my soul, I'm doing quite a whole lot, the kind of personality I am. Now I'm even excited, because I know that with this massive disappointment in Oshun, I have a big yes, a massive event that is going to blow my mind that is coming. So I'm closer to a bigger event that will give me massive results. So always keep track of your no.
Listen, this is not network one-time sale, network marketing. Okay, I want you to write this down. Here's what our job is right now: expose, involve, and upgrade. What are we doing? We're exposing people to our opportunity or our product. We're involving them, giving them a sample, maybe dropping them in a Facebook with ATM method, add tag message, right? And they're seeing the stories and stuff. And then they're going to upgrade. They're going to upgrade and become a customer and buy product. They're going to go from a customer and upgrade, become a distributor. They might be a distributor and be someone that starts to rank up. We're always doing this, not just bringing people on board, but also we're bringing people through the ranks in our companies. And last but not least, a little bonus one is not using the 12th mistake. You got to use third-party validation, whether it's your upline, crossline, a third-party video. Eric's got some amazing videos about network marketing using third-party to.
So he talks about following up, that we must follow up. When you give someone video to watch, do you follow up on them? Before giving them, do you ask them by what time will you watch? Do you follow up on them? When you invite someone to attend Zoom meeting, when the person is done attending, many of us abandon them. Why don't you follow up on them and do what? Compliment them. Thank them for spending their time to watch the video. Thank them for spending their time to attending the Zoom meeting. Then ask them, what do you like best about this business project? Close in on them. For the new persons in the house, all you need to do, ask them, what do you like best about this business project? I'm going to connect you with my ambassador, who is going to ensure that the special offer that was talked about is being given to you. But for those of you that have trained on how to close, go ahead and close in on them professionally. Learn how to follow up. Very, very important. And also use third party. That's what he's talking about. There are some stubborn people that may be too stubborn for your liking. Like yesterday, Mrs. Ade and Apostle Jonathan, they contacted me. They were like, so people, they've been working on them, but they're not being forthcoming. They don't know what's keeping them down. Then they involved me as a third party. So what I did, I had to put a call across to their 3 prospects. And guys, guess what? 3 of them, one, I was able to give her a way to do what? A way to raise funds, a letter to raise funds for her project. The other 2, they are making payments immediately. Why? They involve the third party. So in some cases of some individual, involve a third party, involve your upline, involve your leaders. Okay, please come and be a third party. Come and be the third party as a bridge that will connect I and my prospect.
Help you. That's important. Don't be the cowboy or the cowgirl and it's, be the Lone Ranger and do it yourself. This is teamwork, right? That's how you get wealthy. Wealth building is a team sport, guys. With Think and Grow Rich and How to Win Friends and Influence People, these amazing books that are out there. Wealth building is a team sport, and network marketing is an amazing industry to help us do that. Because it's not just one of us; it's all of us. And guys, my time is up. And Eric, appreciate you having me hop on here. I had a ton of more stuff. Maybe we'll do another session sometime.
Yeah, we'll have to do it.
Okay, so let's stop here for today. What did you learn today? How many of us learned something? Let me see you raise your hand. Just tell me, everybody, tell me just one thing you learned. If you're in a place where you can't talk, better go to the chat box and start typing. Apostle Jonathan, please find out why Oluwadare Sam is not on his sound. Please find out why Oluwadare's Sam is not on his sound. I've sent him a message. Please guide him on how to activate his sound. Please. Okay, Mrs. Aminu, are you free to talk? If you're free to talk, go ahead and mute yourself. Tell me one thing you learned. Just one thing you learned. Let's be fast about it. While she's on that, Mr. Aziz, if you are free to talk, if you are not driving, go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, Mrs. Aminu, go ahead.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, good morning.
I learned about how to relate with our families.
The hot market, yes.
Yes, how to relate with them, how to make them our customers, and how to compliment them.
Beautiful, beautiful.
We should give them honor. We should also engage them.
Be vulnerable, show them that there's something, as in, show them how scared, pretend that you are scared or nervous about the business. Bring in there, make them feel important, superior, that you want them to give you their professional advice based on
Advice.
who they are. Then you disqualify them as a prospect. Tell them you don't.
Yes.
Then ask them, all you need is for them to be a one-time prospect, a one-time customer, just to patronize you, buy one of your products just once in a lifetime. Then you do what? Compliment them and seek for it.
Compliment them. Yes, ma'am.
Then you now ask them for accountability, entrepreneurship, mentorship, support. Tell them anytime you did not be in the millionaire school, please kick my butt, push me to do what I'm supposed to do. Anytime you give them your schedule. 8 o'clock is millionaire school. This time is for my prospect. Anytime you see me not doing what I'm supposed to do, push me and kick me to go do what I'm supposed to do. And trust me, with that, you bring them on board. Okay, so beautiful. Thank you very much, Ma. Okay, Engineer Henry, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Well, the first thing I learned is about the essence of time. That time is a vacuum. So if you don't do what you're supposed to do, like that used to happen to me sometimes. I want to make, I'll be saying I will make, I will.
It's because you didn't schedule.
Before you know it's that day, you just go. Yes, you don't make that call. Then later you'll be angry on yourself. Then another thing I learned from this guy, this Jefferson Santos, he talks about 3-step setup. When he's prospecting, 3-step setup. He's saying he's going to say his why, that is his situation. Then he now said that he's all in. Now, when he's talking about I found something that excites me, he will tell him that he's all in. Then the third one, he will not build a wall. The third one, he will say, the third one of the setup, he will not say, oh, I don't know whether it's going to be for you or not. Just take a look at it. If you like it, it's great. If you don't like it, it's okay. So that's one I've not used something like that. So it's going to be a plus for me. I'm going to use something like that. Then there are things here, but there's no time. Then I didn't track 3-step.
Oh, let others talk. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Apostle Jonathan, you be the last person to talk while I go over to the income generating activity. Apostle Jonathan, go ahead and mute yourself. Are you there?
I'm here, ma.
Go ahead, tell us one thing you learned.
Notes mutually become, we should keep record of our notes. By the time we keep record of our notes, they will eventually become yes to us. And secondly, we should understand that this business we are is the business of helping others to meet with their needs.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Adding value to them.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, Mrs. Dorcas, you are the last. Just why I'm allowing you is because you raise up your hands. You didn't raise up your hand, I like.
Okay, ma.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning, ma. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, ma.
So tell
Well,
me
today, yes, I learned about we should always have expectation that those that we have discussed with or we are prospecting, that we should have belief that they will join.
Have belief that they will join. And that reminds me, Mrs. Dorcas, you invited someone last week. You invited someone last week to attend Zoom, and after the Zoom, you just left the person, abandoned the person. And the person needed a video because he connected late. So please get back to him and give him. You say you've given him the video.
Ma.
Yeah?
Yes, ma.
So
I've given,
did you follow him up? Is he done watching it?
he has watched it. He said he will get back to me,
No, you don't allow him.
and he has not done that.
So now, since he has not done that, you get back to him. You need to follow up on him. Please, guys, remind me. I need to release a follow-up script this week. Remind me, please. I need to release
Okay,
a
ma'am.
follow-up script. So please, you have to get back to him and ask him what he likes best about the project you would like to do. And that there's a special offer.
Yes, and what I enjoy, another point that I enjoy today is inviting our leaders. That is, our leaders
Party.
come in as third party.
Yeah. So look at what you do.
So I will be coming at any time.
But call him first and ask him what did he like best, and tell him that there's a special offer that is going on now that is about to end. If he don't mind, you want that you requested, you pleaded with your leader. Don't make it seem as if it's simple. Tell him that if he doesn't mind, that you requested your leader and your booster to also extend a special offer to him. But first of all, find out what he liked best about the project, okay?
Okay, ma.
Beautiful. So I'll stop the record.